back again, yet again, with Minnie. Hi Minnie. Back with another fucking banger here, just going around downtown, keeping it real. Started, well, yeah, I was just taking Minnie out, just straight. Yeah, I don't have anything interesting to say. She stops every 5 minutes to sniff a blade of grass. Was that Minnie? Minnie. Did that blade of grass smell good, Minnie? Was that a good blade of grass, Minnie? Because you've been stopping every 5 minutes to smell every single one of them, Minnie. Every one of them, Minnie. Is that a good blade of grass, Minnie? Anyway, not gonna be as long as the other ones of these, because I have to take a piss, and I didn't think of that before I came out here, so I think all the bars just closed. It's like 10 p.m., so all of them are out now. Everyone's driving them by. Also, I've already been out here for like 10 minutes, and everyone's speeding by. And I don't know what's going on, so I'm going into the other part of the neighborhood where there's less abstract chaos. The parking lot looks like a liminal space. Yep. Yeah. That store over there. Hold on. See if it unblurs. Yeah, I used to work there. But try to get it in focus again. Anyway, I used to work there. Worked there for a solid month, maybe, back in like 2020. And then absolute chaos. I think I brought it up before. Absolute chaos. Just complete mess of a place. And then I ended up leaving after like 3 weeks. That was eventful. It was a fun time. And I started working at a grocery store. Nothing but the thrilling lives and times. Nothing interesting happens anymore. To me. Nothing happens to me that's interesting. A lot of shit going on in the world, but I stopped paying attention to the news because it'll do nothing but put me in a bad mood, and I don't feel like doing that. Going to the news and I hear Trump, and it's just Trump, and it's nothing but Trump, and you know what? I get fucking sick of hearing about Trump all the time. If you went back 15 years ago and you told teenage me that I was gonna be hearing this much about Trump, well, probably would have believed it because I was kind of stupid back then, but probably would have warned myself about a couple other things. But yeah, I don't think anything else even happens in the news anymore. It's like oh, hold on, Minnie. Hey Minnie. Hey Minge. That blade of grass was different than the other ones, apparently. Anyway, what was I saying? There, the night sky. You can't see it well because the camera's not very great on this, but you get a street view. I don't know. But yeah, it could take me an hour to walk this because Many Bits here, Many Bits is just absolutely thrilled with whatever's going on. Minnie, it's a plant. It's a plant, Minnie. We're gonna be here for like an hour, Minnie. An hour, Minnie. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. Probably nothing interesting. But, yeah, I don't look at the news. Watching a lot of doing classwork. I got classes tomorrow, so I can't be out on the town all night. Can't be out on the town clubbing, hitting the bars, you know, pretending that I'm not a complete loser. But, yeah, anyway, weirdly enough, got into the habit, I've been watching this guy who is a former Jehovah's Witness, got out of the religion and talks about it. And apparently, the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Watchtower Society, has done some really... Minnie, what are you doing? It's done some really fucked up stuff, apparently. Well, a real cult, I guess. But, yeah, I have to take a pause every time because of Minnie. But, yeah, nothing but quality commentary here. Yeah, and I got nothing but straight A's in all my classes. That's not true at all, but I can say whatever I want on the internet and people can believe it because it's the internet and nobody gives a shit anymore. As long as it's not clickbait or AI shit. Yeah, maybe I go on another rant about AI garbage. I got a bunch of relatives now. They'll be like, I'll ask a question, or someone will ask a question, and then they'll be like, oh, well, let me look it up. So they go to look it up on their phone, and then they just read off the AI overview. And then I don't think they fully realize that those AI overviews are just getting information from other parts of the internet indiscriminately. So whatever answer they got is probably some random ass guy on Reddit who said some dumb shit like, oh, the ancient Mayan calendar said that you should drink mustard gas in order to prevent the common cold, or some bullshit like that. And then you call them out and they're like, oh, I'm pretty sure that the AI's been perfected to know this stuff pretty well. Well, Chief, I'm gonna take my chances with actual, reliable sources. It's really annoying how many people are just willing to accept it, too. Like, one of the teachers saying how he was trying to use AI to generate, like, graphics to use for the class, like, diagrams and stuff. But he eventually gave up because the AI couldn't get it right. It was for biology. And he was trying to do like the inside of a cell, the mitochondria and the cell wall and, all that good shit. And the mini bits once again come to a stop, Mini. But Yeah, but anyway, and he's like, well, the AI just couldn't get it right, so he just did it himself. And it's like, well, of course the AI is not gonna get it right. It's the fucking AI doesn't know. It's not like it's a thinking brain. It's just some coding that some underpaid tech people in an office somewhere wrote up, and it's just doing whatever the code says to do, and whatever. I don't know how you use it, but of course it's not gonna come out right. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep complaining about AI, but yeah, but oh, oh, Minnie, you hear that? You see that, Minnie? There's another Minnie in the window, Minnie. There's another Minnie in the window. Wow, Minge. You like stopping and staring at the grass here? You want to look at that, but you saw a fellow member of your own species, and you just blew him off. But that post right there, that's that good shit, right, Minnie? Classic. Classic Minnie. Classic Minnie bits. I don't know what that is. But, yeah. I'm gonna try to circle back around here, because I gotta take a pee. And I'm only like 3 blocks from my car, but I had to. All the public parking lots in town are closed for some fucking reason. And so I had to park in a parking spot with a meter. And I put 2 dimes in for like 2 hours. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna take well, it may take 2 hours because Minnie's gotta map out every square inch of this town. She's gotta get it all down to memory. She's doing the Google Earth thing, the street view. They don't tell you that, but that's Minnie. That's Minnie who's doing that. You go into the street view, you're looking through Minnie's point of view. Is it me, or does that look like a grave site? Pretty sure it's not, but when you get into the older part of town, you have no idea. It can be anything. Older part of town. You can go out to the campsite and you find all kinds of weird shit out there. I've been going out there for like... Minnie, there's a cricket and you just missed it. Minnie gives no craps at all. No fucks given by Minnie. But anyway, it says the same. I can go out to the campsite. I've been going out there since like 2016 or earlier than that even. But I can still find weird shit out there. I go out into the woods. Go into the really dense old growth part where nobody else goes anymore. Find all sorts of stuff out there, like probably find uncontacted tribes living out there for all I know. Many cameras are not very great. A lot of people out too. It's a Sunday, but I don't know, they're probably out drinking, having social lives. doing random, actually being functional members of society, unlike myself. Definitely not the worst one, though. I had, I saw on the internet, 4chan, where else, this guy who literally never left his room. He had a pile, well, like, his whole room was piled with garbage, but, like, right next to his bed, where he sleeps, he had a pile of, like, fucking cum napkins. Just a mountain of them. And then he, like, peed in bottles and shit, like. And then he had pictures, too, naturally, because, it's 4chan, nobody gives a shit over there. And so, he's posting, like, pictures of himself, and his body is, like, has a, like, exoskeleton of dirt and grime, because he never showers. And people, occasionally you get onto there, and some people try to be helpful, and they'll be like, well, you gotta take a shower, you'll feel better, and you gotta go outside, and you might feel a little better, small steps, things like that. And then the person will be like, no, I'm not doing it, I can't feel like it, depression and all that, which, I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, but, yeah, I assume it's pretty difficult to, like, you get into a certain mindset and you just don't have the mental fortitude to do basic stuff. So, it's not just like, it's not like some people, not to point fingers at anyone, but some people, usually older people, would be like, well, you just gotta pick yourself up by the bootstraps and get moving. But it's not always that easy to do that. You gotta, at some point you end up in a mental space where you just stop being able to function. I've never gotten to that point, but I've known some people who, admittedly not to that level where they literally never leave their room, but I know some people who are close to that. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oddfellows Rebecca's Independent Order of Oddfellows. What? I've never seen that before. Oh, I was about to say, well, that would fit me perfectly, but I don't think I'm an odd fellow. I think I'm more of a creep. More of a creepy fellow. But I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Never come into this part of town, so I guess that makes sense. Well, it's trash day tomorrow. See if there's anything interesting. You can't see in the camera because it's too dark, but no, there's not. There's a suitcase and a couple tables. You can get some good stuff off the street corners. That is a weird looking house. Can't tell, but you can get some weird looking stuff off the streets though. Like, got a grandfather clock a couple months ago. Just someone put it out on the street side. Get some decent stuff there. Not just because I'm poor either, but yeah. But going to the mini cam. The mini camera. Mini. What are you looking at, Minnie? going. There's a National Guard place. They got the flag at half-mast because whatever his name is got shot, and so naturally all the flags are at half-mast, which, not to be rude to the guy, because I didn't know anything about him, but feels like nowadays, literally everyone a random person gets killed somewhere and all the flags are at half-mast. Somebody stubs their toe nowadays and it's like they're putting the flags at half-mast for that. Half the time I don't even know why they're like that. I go by the store and the flag is halfway, and then it's like, well, I don't even know what happened. They used to think it was just for like presidents and stuff. They did that. But I have no idea. I don't understand anything anymore. The Mini. I don't understand how Mini works. I don't understand how this Mini functions. Nobody knows the mind of a Mini. Of a Mini bits. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add, so cut this one a little short. Not gonna be as long as the other ones, but you get to look at that tower. There, now you get to look at it.